Hello everyone, this is MJ and you are at my channel called Reading This Life. My channel is where we talk fiction, friends, and fun. Today is Earth Day 2023 and I thought I would come on here and give you some of my favorite earthy, crunchy, naturey, maybe a little outer space, maybe a little supernatural kind of vibe for Earth Day. Stay tuned. And remember, before we get started, yes, it counts. It counts when you give me this on my channel. Somehow, the algorithm will notice it if I get a lot of them. So help me get noticed, everyone. All right. So a lot of these are standards for Earth Day. Some may not be. Some may be something different for you. And we're covering maybe 2 or 3 different types of genres. So first things first is we're going to get into the classics. This is one of my favorite books. It's been a long time since I read Thoreau's Walden. So I have this beautiful, beautiful old antique copy that actually somebody I work with gave me. It's a Macmillan Pocket Classic. Let's check the date. Let's see. It was 25 cents each. 1913. So this is 110 years old. All right. And there's the man. I was in high school when Don Henley was on his Save Walden crusade. If you remember that whole era, comment down below and let me know. And this is Walden and Other Writings of Henry David Thoreau. This is the first comprehensive single-volume edition of the writings of Henry David Thoreau, edited and with a biographical introduction by Brooks Atkinson. This is from the Modern Library, and it was $1.65, and this is from 1950. And it has under Walden all of the different chapters: the economy, where I lived, what I live for, reading, sound, solitude, visitors, Beanfield Village. There's a whole section of it. And then there's a week on the Concord and the Merrimack Rivers. Then we have Cape Cod, the Allagash and East Branch, walking, civil disobedience, slavery in Massachusetts, a plea for Captain John Brown, and life without principle. So this is a very comprehensive Henry David Thoreau. So just 2 recommendations. This is one of my father's books, and I brought it up simply because it's the cover. The cover is very natural, and it gives a very nice Earth Day vibe to it, and I'm sure, I'm just reading the back because I didn't realize that what the back was, what was listed on the back. On the back, there it's listed in different subjects. So we have, it's 1,000 Beautiful Things. We have the topics of Americana, Christmas, contemplation, on death and consolation, on everyday joys, on fine arts, on friendship, on home and family, on youth and old age, on the wisdom of the ages, on the spirit of adventure, on religion, on patriotism and peace, on nature, on love, on inspiration. On nature, we have Abraham Lincoln. On nature, we have Washington Irving, Henry David Thoreau, Joyce Kilmer, and Christopher Morley. And this, I opened it up when I was actually coming upstairs. It's really, there's the end pages, which is really nice. This was $4.95. It has a 50s feel to it, maybe. Okay. But on the inside flap, I found a photo that my father took of the moon. My father was very much into photography. I don't know if you could see that or not. Let's try this way. Very much into photography, as well as, that's probably some, it's a UFO. No, I'm kidding. It's probably just age of the picture. And very much into astronomy. And that's where I got my love of the stars, is from my dad. And I found this. Look at it. It's my father's book plate. He has his name and address where he grew up on the bottom, so I'm just covering that up. but he had little book plates for himself. Isn't that cute? You can see it. I love it. It's those things when that you find in books that make your day a little brighter, you know? Yeah. Of course, he has his bookmark under Lost Horizon. So we read Lost Horizon over on my channel last year in October for my dad's birthday, and my dad loved that book. But Lost Horizon is basically broken down into 2 pages, which is probably like the best parts of the book. So he has his bookmark there, which is pretty awesome. But I don't know if it's mixed in, how they have it, but it's not separated in different... there are sections for nature in here, which is awesome. So this could be something, some type of like a compilation, a compendium, a varied collection. Could be good for Earth Day. Okay. We can go a little more modern. One of my favorite poets, God rest her soul, Mary Oliver. Do you know Mary Oliver? Mary Oliver was freaking fantastic. I first discovered Mary Oliver on the Writer's Almanac, which is a daily series that NPR used to play at noon every day. And I used to listen to it. And when they would do Mary Oliver poems, it just had this vibe and feeling to it. And this collection... these are devotions, Mary Oliver devotions, the selected poems of Mary Oliver. So she put this book together. And this was published not too long ago, 2017. Yeah, 2017. And her poetry, I say the majority of it is nature-based, simple living, love for animals, love for dogs, but love for the world that we walk in. Let me see if I can read you a quick one. Let's see. This one's pretty good because it matches my style. Why I wake early? Because I wake up really stupid o'clock in the morning. That's 4:30 to everybody. Why I Wake Early by Mary Oliver. Hello, sun in my face. Hello, you who make the morning, and spread it over the fields and into the faces of the tulips and the nodding morning glories and the windows of even the miserable and the crotchety. Best preacher that ever was, dear star, that just happens to be where you are in the universe, to keep us from ever darkness, to ease us with warm touching, to hold us in the great hands of light. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Watch now how I start the day in happiness, in kindness. And that was by Mary Oliver. But all of her poems have that sense of love, joy, gratitude. It's the little things in life that matter. And this is a fantastic collection. If you are interested in picking one up, I will link all of the books that I talk about in the description box below. Just delightful. Now for something a little different. Okay, so if you want to get off of planet Earth because of what we're doing to our planet, maybe Andy Weir's Artemis might be up your alley. Artemis is a science fiction book by Andy Weir. It's probably my least favorite of Andy Weir. It's got some good things in it, but I remember being underwhelmed with it. But basically, we have to leave Earth for various reasons, and we are on the moon. And there's a little bit of, if I remember correctly, there's a little bit of mystery. There's a little bit of thrill. It's just something completely different if you're looking for something out of this world. Next. Becky Chambers, a Psalm for the Wild Bill. It's so cute. It's so cute. It's so cute. The robot's name is Mosscap. All of his robot friends are named after natural things. It's a very, very short book. It is a good book. They talk about philosophical reasoning as to what is this all about? Why are we here? And it talks about the environment a little bit. It's just adorable. Nature is featured in here quite a bit. So I thought this would be really, really cute. Martha Wells calls it an optimistic vision of a lush, beautiful world. So something different for your Earth Day. Then we can go down the spooky trail. This I'm going to read for, I started it, I didn't finish it. It's a short story collection. This is a Solemn, Curfew, and Other Tales. This is by Bev Allen. This was sent to me kindly by Cat Haven Press, and it is short stories with a natural twist to them. Bev Allen presents a feast of strangeness and folklore, clever, wry, in touch with the earth, and yes, often rather weird. We have stories called Cunning Water, Maud, A Garden Table, Hushabye, Say Cheese, Girl in the Water, Swan Song, Custard Creams and Elementals, No Sure Foundation, and A Solemn Curfew. And that is A Solemn Curfew and Other Stories. This is available on Amazon. And lastly, I only have one book from this collection, and this was sent to me by a fellow booktuber. And this is Weird Woods, Tales from the Haunted Forests of Britain. And this has all of the tales of the weird have some type of a theme with them. There's a book about fog. There's a book about storms. There's a book about oceans. There's a book about, this is about forests. I think there's a book about fungi. There's probably a book about ferns and flowers. There are literally dozens and dozens and dozens of these. And I think maybe next year I'm going to start collecting them. Maybe. I have a bunch favorited in my wish list, but this is the only one that I have. I'll read you just a bit from the back. Woods play a crucial and recurring role in horror, fantasy, and the gothic and the weird. They are places in which strange things happen, where it's easy to lose your way. Supernatural creatures thrive in the thickets. Trees reach into underworlds of pagan myth and magic. Forests are full of ghosts. Lining the path through this realm of folklore and fear are 12 stories from across Britain, telling tales of whispering voices and maddening sights from deep in the Yorkshire Dales to the ancient hills of Gwent and the eerie quiet of the forests of Dartmoor. Immerse yourself in this collection of classic tales celebrating the enduring power of our natural spaces to enthrall and terrorize our senses. Doesn't that sound good? So that is Weird Woods, Tales from the Forests of Britain. So I think that's all I have. That's it, guys. And we're at 15 minutes. Perfect. So I hope you get outdoors today. I hope you do something good for the environment, whether you are cleaning up your garden or you are doing some planting or you are just going for a walk and taking in some fresh air. Every morning when I wake up, I take Watson outside and I stand there and I tell the universe how grateful I am for me to be alive. Every day is a gift, no matter what. So take that for whatever you want. But it's those little moments that really keep my soul and passion moving forward, because it's amazing that you and I are here at the same time. We're on this rock that's spinning and there's nothing holding us. There's nothing. We are suspended in space. Okay. I'll leave you with that. So happy Earth Day, everyone. I hope you are all taking care of yourself. Make sure that you take care of yourself so you can take care of others. And I will see you in my next video, whether that be sooner or later. So until next time, everyone, goodbye for now.